And I think we're live. I don't know if I can get confirmation from the chat, but I think we are live. Hi, everybody. I'm Optoshi. Whether or not we've met before or if you've seen me here on the internet, which I am here often, it's awesome to see you guys here today. I do travel around a bunch. So if I look familiar, I probably am. I've maybe met you at a conference. I've maybe met you out IRL, away from our keyboards. But today we are here at this awesome little traveling studio podcast setup we have here. And let me just kind of break down what the hell is happening because I am shook to my core that this is all happening. Okay. We are here. We're live streaming to YouTube, to Twitter video, and Twitter Spaces, which I have right here. I really love my Twitter Spaces. It's where I kind of started. Oh, and TikTok. Yes. Okay. So we have a dedicated camera here with TikTok. Hi, TikTok people. Again, if you want the forward facing stream, please go to my YouTube or my Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, or surprise everybody, we are streaming on Twitch. So first time ever, I have no followers on Twitch. I have a brand new account. I don't even think people really do like sort of podcasty type things. I know it's like huge for gaming and stuff, and that's fantastic, but I don't think you guys want to watch me play video games. That's actually not very true. I'm good at video games. Sasquatch, I see you here in the Twitter Spaces chat. I'm good at games. But I'm probably I'm probably better at talking about NFTs, cryptos, and DAOs. So if you guys want to do that, I hope Twitch likes that I'm multi-streaming to a lot of things. We will find out. So again, my name is Optoshi. Welcome to the launch of the live podcast, live streaming right here. This is in real time, baby. We are not making this up. We will have all the episodes available afterwards on all of your favorite podcast platforms. But I like the live talks because I like being with you guys. Like I said, I started on Twitter Spaces. It's my favorite. But we are here trying this video thing out because there's something about connecting with the people face to face. Even though I can't kind of see you, I can see you in the chat. So hopefully I've set up this chat situation right. I think through Restream. I must have. If you talk to me in YouTube or somewhere, I think Twitch, I can see your chat here, and you will see your own chat here in NOTA, our special show that we have here for you guys, live, Nouns on the Air. And I will be talking to you guys about what the heck that means. Nouns on the Air. Nouns on the Air. Do you guys... Have you watched my TikTok at all? Have you guys watched any of my stuff? Like you'll see these glasses that I'm kind of rocking all the time. They're here on my mic as well. Oh, you guys can't really see them here in TikTok. There they are. There they are. Okay. These are noggles. And more specifically, they belong to NounsDAO. And so this show and all of the shows that you will see for the remainder of this year are sponsored by NounsDAO. Sponsorship awesomeness. Thank you so much to the Nouns holders that voted for this to happen. Freaking epic. Thank you for believing in me. And thank you for trusting that I would be out there talking about nouns, talking about DAOs, and hopefully speaking to a more general, broader public for people to understand kind of what's going on here. So this is a dedicated special show called Nouns on the Air. This podcast live every Thursday, Friday and Saturday, 10 to 12 PST. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm not going to lie. In my prop that got voted in, I said I would be live 10 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. We are now on the West Coast, and that would be like 7 a.m., which is cool. Some people are morning people. Not this girl. And I'm really sorry, and I have to say that. I've tried. But don't schedule a morning show thinking that that's going to make you a morning person. That's all I'm saying. That's not going to work. But also on the West Coast too, some of my favorite people, like I'm sorry, but Ryan Seacrest, like everyone's already listening to somebody at 7 a.m. Okay. And this is going to be a little bit more of a fun NFT type of thing. I don't feel like parents dropping their kids off at school need to be like, Mommy, what's an NFT? I don't think anyone should have to explain that. So we are live 10 to 12 Pacific Standard Time. I will see your comments here. They're not coming in. I'm getting way more comments here on TikTok. which is crazy. They're not so related to my post of what I'm doing. Hi, 420 Crazy Beautiful. Let's go. Shout out to you. Oh my God. Oh my God. 420 Crazy Beautiful. We'll get to this story later in our feed, but I just met you on the Venice boardwalk. This is why IRL is amazing, folks. And this is what this entire show is going to be about. Nouns on the air, where we highlight people, places, and things, because that's what a noun means to me, right? Um, I travel around the world and ask people, what is a noun? Who don't quite know. And I get so many different answers. It's incredible from all different parts of the world. But one of the main answers is it's a person, place, or thing. So we all know that that's what a noun is as well. When I talk about nouns, specifically what I'm talking about is a DAO. Again, this is the DAO that has sponsored me to be able to do this and travel around and talk to everybody, whether or not you're nounish. So nounish meaning you're already involved in the nouns community. I'm really interested, to look back on this live stream, because depending on where it's streaming is pretty fascinating. We have TikTok over here, and I have like brand new people. They're excited. I'm seeing some hearts. But everybody on Twitter, if you guys are watching this on the OTG Twitter, you're probably a seasoned NFT crypto person. Like you've been here. You've met me. I'm not quite sure. But you're going to have to be a little bit more patient as I kind of bring everybody in. I want to really make sure I'm being like thoughtful about language. I know that if I'm just like throwing around a bunch of words that people don't know, that's going to be very intimidating and not so much fun to listen to or to watch. So please, that is another part of how I would love for you guys to interact with me through comments, because I'd love to know if you don't understand something I'm saying, if you'd like a little bit more explanation. But I'm going to really just try to break it down just like how I did with nouns. So nouns on the air, highlighting people, places, and things. What could be more amazing, especially if you're traveling around and getting to go to all these different places, different NFT and crypto events around the world. And being a person, I feel like I really am a good person for this, because I didn't get to travel until much later in my life. I am just open to meeting every type of person. I'm like this like little thing that could just be. I'm not so jaded by the world yet. I'm actually pretty excited still. And how could I not be? I mean, look at this, you guys. And then also any other comments, techies out there, this mic is going to the live stream. This mic is going to the Twitter spaces. I don't know. I feel like I could figure that out. If there's anyone that's like, yeah, that's one chord and this is how you do it, please let me know. Remy, yes. See, TikTok has the best interactions. Thank you so much, you guys. It is awesome to see you too, Remy. I'm back online, baby. Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, just like I said, not too early in the morning, but that 10 a.m. to 12 PST. So part of highlighting people, places, and things and DAOs, where I think is a great place to start, is obviously going to be NounsDAO. And there's some, basic things I can talk about with nouns, but there's also very specific, like cool news happening right now within the DAO. So I would love to go over all of that. But basically, if you don't know what NounsDAO is, one of the main explanations that you're going to get is that it is an auction that happens one time, just every day, just one auction a day. And then all of the proceeds of that auction, of whoever has the highest bid and, wins that NFT for that auction, it all goes into a treasury. And then you can access that treasury by putting in a proposal that has been voted on. What do you need to do to put in a proposal? Well, you have to have either 2 nouns yourself, so 2 of those NFT tokens, or you can get sponsored by someone that has 2, okay? Or a group that has 2. So there's a couple different options there for how you can put a proposal in, but the real fun starts after the prop is put in, okay? Because then you're gonna have to meet all the holders. You're gonna have to tell them about your idea, explain to people why you think this would be beneficial for the DAO, which just stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. It's just a group of people coming together in the best way and trying to understand how they can use these funds to I feel like, educate people about this DAO in general and about crypto in general, because it's these types of funds that, like, for me, are really setting the tone for this new age type of like funding mechanism for entrepreneurs. So that's something I talk about a lot as well, and something I will be talking about at an event coming up. Uh, but but basically, after your proposal's up, you have to get that majority vote and you have to pass quorum. So once you have a majority vote and you've passed quorum, a majority yes vote, your proposal passes. And then without any other person getting involved, on the blockchain, that amount that you had specified in your proposal is sent directly to the wallet address that you put there. It is incredible. It is a type of technology that, until you're really in it and like really involved in it and witnessing it and watching it work and watching it work for people and for projects and watching people go through the process and then going through the process yourself and stuff too. It's not like anything I have ever experienced. Even in business, I would say, it is really, really incredible. I am constantly thinking about how a person or a project or a group could utilize, the operations of like a DAO, to help their company run better. It just makes sense to me. There is an awesome new video that just came out by Nounish. So Nounish specifically is a media company for NounsDAO. If you go to their YouTube, if you follow me on mine, they're one of like the profiles that I feature. They have like the little blue background with the white noggles, PFP. Please, please, please follow them. They just dropped a video about the builders within the ecosystem. I'm one of the builders that's featured in that, so you can learn a little bit about my story as well within the Nouns ecosystem. But this is a great tool to learn more specifically about Nouns, because like I said, the simple version is it's an auction, the proceeds go into treasury, people can access the treasury. But it gets not complicated, but it gets very involved. There's so many different projects that are being funded because of this. There's so many different types of people coming into the DAO, and there continues to be these like innovative thinkers, I think, that come in and try to utilize the workings of a DAO to fund their ideas and projects. And so Nouns funds ideas, they fund people, and they fund builders. And I am so, so, so fortunate to be one of those builders. And so that's why we're here. My specific prop, I can bring that up for you guys here, talks about events that I'm going to attend this year to talk about NounsDAO, to talk to a general, more broader audience of people, because no point in having some awesome fun thing if people don't know about just the whole industry in general. And so we want to teach people about nouns. We want to teach people about NFTs. We want it to not be a scary experience for people. I think a lot of people watching know just those random statements people will make if they're a little bit fearful of NFTs or don't understand. Hopefully, by listening to people who are just in it and in this world, those fears can be sort of, I don't know, put to bed, because there's a lot more going on here. And like I said, the technology is the thing that like absolutely blows my mind. Here are some of the events that I've already been to. Okay. European Blockchain Conference in Barcelona. Hey, one of my favorite cities now ever. NFT Paris was incredible. I got to speak there. We can talk a little bit about that. ETH Denver, a hackathon. Awesome and really cool projects coming out of ETH Denver. And then Noun by Noun West, or what you guys probably know is South by Southwest. We brought Nouns there as well too. And that's where I really discovered what I think is going to be, the trend for me of what I'm seeing happen technology side, more like creator side of what can be possible, is definitely NFT music. Oh my gosh. NFT music. I don't really like collect NFTs. I collect Nounish NFTs. People that like drop projects on Nouns. I love that. I love all the artwork. There's a lot of great things that have come from it because it is CC0. So anyone can use the Nouns assets. You don't even have to ask. You can go right now to nouns.center and go to the little art tab area and download all of the nouns things that you could do. There's 3D nouns. There's so many things that you can access. So you can use the art just like how I am doing on the screen right now. But, you know, I'll collect those NFTs. But I think my new thing that I'm going to start collecting 100% is music NFTs. I want that to be like my collection. Like that's my new like wall of CDs. It's going to be an OpenSea or like my wallet with music NFTs because you guys, hi, who is that? Oh, Jury, hi. Good to see you. See TikTok, you guys, everybody else is just slacking. TikTok is the best for people actually talking to you and getting to see. But music artists and creators, you guys can have power back by, uploading your music as NFTs, as singles, as albums. You can have art there. There's so many brilliant people doing it right now in the industry, and we're going to highlight one of those people today. But I have seen music artists get very much so empowered again about their art and their craft because of NFTs. And so this is something you guys should definitely think about if you're into music. NFTs can be used as tickets. Like there's so many different things. You can have an NFT that has like multiple burn mechanisms. Like maybe one of them is you burn it and you can get merch, or you burn it and you can attend a show. There's so many different fun, creative things and so many talented people doing music NFTs right now too, that for me, that's what's going to be happening. Maybe it's like NFT music summer. I don't know. I'm just kind of calling it now. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I would love to see more music things happening through Nouns. I think some things are happening. People have definitely dropped CC0 projects. Noun Sounds is like the main one that I would think of. Noun Sounds. Wait, let me make sure I have that. I can never know if it's Nouns Sounds. Oh, that Noun Sounds. NOUNSOUNDS.WTF. Oh my gosh, Noun Fred, you were just in the Twitter spaces and now you're in TikTok. That is incredible. Yes. Hi. Okay. I love when people transfer over from the Twitter area and come to like some type of video situation. It's so much more fun. Okay. NounSounds.WTF. You guys can actually go to this website right now. This is someone who works in the Noun ecosystem, super tight witty. He has made it so that there's all these sounds available for you to like mix and download and do all these little tracks. And it's all these like backtracks and beats and stuff. It's so cool. So that's one of the standout for me music things that have happened within Nouns. He's also dropped a song called Put Your Noggles On that we played during the Rose Parade. People are doing music things for sure. But there could be more. There could be more. Where's a music artist that's saying, hey, I want to be fully sponsored by Nouns. I want to like look Nounish while I'm out there. I'll wear noggles on every DJ set. I'll wear Nounish things down red carpets. I don't know. I'm imagining like my whole like PR brain is just like on fire for that kind of stuff. So music things are coming up. That's my prediction for some trends happening. Like I said, we have done those 4 events already. NFT NYC, this is coming up. This is next. Becoming a DAO supported entrepreneur is a talk that I get to give this year at NFT NYC on April 12th, next Wednesday. Let's go. Your girl's going to be giving a talk on stage, becoming a DAO supported entrepreneur. And it gets even more exciting than that. No sound on Twitter Spaces. Noun Fred, thank you for letting me know. That's good to know. That's good to know. We will figure out how we can. Oh my God. There we go. Noun Fred, I'm not sure if you could check on that. I didn't have my Twitter Spaces mic on. See, we're just launching, you guys. We're just trying to figure it all out. Do you see how many machines are in front of me? I'm just controlling all of this. Anyways, it was this, guys. Don't forget to turn your iRig Pre 2 on so you have Twitter Spaces. Hi, Twitter Spaces people. For anyone who has no idea what's happening because you've just been sitting in a silent space, Sasquatch, we have been live now for about 20 minutes, but I will just continue on like you guys already knew that. Remy, I am speaking next week, NFT NYC on Wednesday at the most fun time of the day, 420. Get excited. I'm on the main stage. This is the coolest thing that's ever happened. Do you know why it's the coolest thing? Because I asked people to vote for me to go on this main stage, and you guys came through. You guys came through, and the community of Nouns voted for me. I don't only get to go speak, I get to speak on the main stage. And it's my first solo talk, which is so exciting. I love panels. I do. I'll do a panel all day, but I'm really excited to I don't know, just create an experience for this 10 minutes. I already kind of turned in my PowerPoint I had to do a literal PowerPoint, but I might go a little off script. If you guys know me well, you will know that that is something that I do. So next Wednesday, that's some Nouns news. What's some other Nouns news that I have? Ooh, okay. So much happens within the NounsDAO, but I think it's important if we highlight a couple of times a week, the things that are very important that are happening. Hack Week just happened. Oh, Twitter audio. Yes. Noun Fred. Hats off to you. Shout out to Noun Fred. Noun, NOUNFRED on TikTok and on Twitter. Go follow him right now, or her. I'm not quite sure. We know on the internet, we don't really know. I'm one of the few kind of fully doxed people within the Nouns. I'm not quite sure. Maybe you're just the chillest person ever, but you're so cool for letting me know about the audio. So thank you so much. Another important Nouns news thing happening this week, Prop House. Get familiar with those two words, Prop House, where I started with Nouns, another segment of funding, much smaller, little bit of funding to get started with the Nouns and meet people. You don't have to have that sponsorship that we talked about. You don't have to add two Nouns or have two Nouns, to put a proposal up. All you need is a wallet address. So that's what I first did to introduce myself to Nouns. And here we are, folks. So Prop House, the website is literally prop.house, had the most epic week that they've had in a long time. So I want you to imagine back when I did my first ever Prop House, I was in Prop House round 1. We talk about that and joke about it being the freshman class of Prop House. So long ago, that was one house. There was just the Nouns house in there. Now there's dozens of houses, and Nouns themselves, if you click on the first house that you see, Nouns Prop House, we just did over 99 ETH of prizes. So people got to actually apply for that. So I'm really sorry that this show didn't get to launch last week so I could tell all of you guys about that. But I will always let you know when there are Prop House rounds open, because it's very important to me that you guys understand that you can enter the ecosystem through this way, because I did. So I love Prop House. Prop House Hack Week. Wow. I don't even know if the people that put it on understand or were expecting this many people to show up. But I'm talking about let me see how many props. I want to say there was 80 something props there was multiple prop houses open. One's for developers. So they were looking for developers for Hack Week. 68 proposals. Wow. That's incredible. Art and design and media, 134 proposals. That is the most I've ever seen, dude. Wait, I'm sure there's 91, 114 for the grand prize, new contributors, and 44 for the current contributors. You guys, that is a massive turnout. That is 134 just in the art, design, and media people or different proposals who have entered to be funded by Nouns. And the really, really, really cool part about that is that 10 of those proposals are going to get funded with 2 ETH. How much is that right now? I'm one of those girls that just doesn't really check, the ETH price all day long obsessively. Okay, right now, 2 ETH would be just a little bit over $3,700 right there to fund your idea. there you go. Just to kickstart it and get it started, to get people to know who you are. That is incredible. I have been reached out to by a lot of people within the Nouns ecosystem about the props that they've put up. Um, I'm really excited about this category, and I'm really, really excited about the 91 proposals in the IRL and other weird stuff category. We know on the ground in Nouns OTA that we love IRL. That is our big, big, big thing that we love. Very cool. I cannot wait. If you have sent me your prop to look at on Discord or on Twitter, I promise you I'm reading them, and I am really looking forward to voting. And as we're here together, I realized there is an open round right now in the Nouns House, open round 18. Anything that you want, it's just completely open. You're encouraged to propose any idea that you believe will benefit the Nouns ecosystem. Anyone with an Ethereum address is welcome to propose. And once the period is complete, that's when anyone that actually holds a noun, so you don't need a noun to propose, but if you hold a noun, or if you're in a group that votes with nouns, you get to vote on these proposals. And so it looks like 5 people are going to win half an ETH. That's great. That sounds amazing. I love that. I hope you guys, I'm going to try to figure out I'm going to tweet this. I will tweet this so you guys can all see. I wonder if I can tweet on my live video that's happening right. Oh, yes, I can. There I am. I'm watching myself on screen. Let's go. Okay. If you're following OTG on Twitter, OTGWTF, find that live stream that's happening right now. I just posted the link for the new Prop House round that's open. Prop House round 18 under that link. So got to check it out. Love Prop House. There's other houses that have come there now too. Prop House is interesting because it's almost become this watering hole of where you can kind of figure out what you're into. It's almost like this the quad. You're going to go out to the quad, you're going to see who you relate to, you're going to see what projects are open, who's already there, who's proposing what's going on. And you're going to get to meet people based on what you like. Because there's other houses there. I'm saying there's a Little Nouns house. Shout out Little Nouns. One of the first forks of NounsDAO. Nouns Japan. I myself have ran 2 Prop House rounds. Nouns on the ground. Nouns on the ground. This is Nouns on the air. So Nouns on the ground. That's when we do IRL stuff. And we have people do it for the Nounish culture, which was for NFT Paris attendees only. And we had Biddle on Nouns for ETH Denver. Yes, Biddle spelled like that on purpose. I'm not quite sure, but I think that's how they spell it in Denver. That's how a buffacorn spells Biddle. But it was really awesome. All jokes aside, I had 17 proposals show up for the NFT Paris one, which was incredible, specifically because you had to attend NFT Paris to be able to participate in this round, which was kind of obvious through how people were submitting their proposals and the fact that we got to meet the people that were doing it and then kind of walk them through how to do the proposal. But I would say, as much as there might have been some Nounish people that attended and proposed, which is incredible, and thank you guys so much, these rounds are open for you as well. I felt really bad that I had to turn some people away for these 2 if they couldn't go to those events. But for me, the standout moment was the brand new people who didn't know about Nouns, who had never submitted a proposal, coming into that prop house. So I would say 90% of people were brand new, have never submitted a proposal before. So thank you guys so much. If you were one of those proposers, we are probably connected online because we met in person. Thank you. I hope to continue to see you guys submit things within the ecosystem. And please, if you have any questions about anything, you have to reach out to me. I'm always here. And I'm around doing Nouns things. So please, please, please let me know. There was really cool ideas from that one. The Biddle on Nouns got 10 proposals. And again, you had to be at ETH Denver to propose for that one too. So really excited to see that the winner of the Biddle on Nouns was the Denver Nounish Podcast Studio. And so that was by Blooms, I think, who has been working around OTG and stuff too. And I'm stoked that you were inspired to do a podcast and continue proliferating IRL. I think that's fantastic. The winner for for the Nounish culture for the NFT Paris one, Nouns at W3FC. So this is really, really cool. This is a soccer team that's going to be playing at NFT NYC. So if you're there in New York and if you like soccer, you got to reach out to me. I'm definitely going to be cheering on the squad. We have a few people in the ecosystem that are playing on the team. And I believe Andrew Yang is behind W3FC. And so I'm really excited to see what happens with that as well. Prop House Hack Week, of course, huge success. Speaking of hackers, the other thing that I super love in this ecosystem and want to share with all of you guys is Nouns AI.wtf. So if you haven't heard about this yet, it's okay, but you need to check it out immediately. So I don't know about you guys, but I've been all up into AI. I didn't know how I was going to exactly utilize it. I saw a lot of people were using it to code, or I think we all saw the viral tweet of the guy who said, like, here's $100. How am I going to start a business that's going to make me the most amount of money? And he's been following what AI says to do. I was really inspired by that guy's story, actually, and started a social media situation where I'm just posting what AI tells me to post. And so what that basically means is I've utilized ChatGPT-4 to say, hey, make me a content calendar social media schedule that's going to be the best for growth. Give me times a day. Give me the type of content I'm posting. Give me the caption for what I'm posting. Give me hashtags. I then sort of taught it a little bit about myself and what I'm doing in this industry, and that I go around and I speak at conferences, and that I travel, and that I freaking get to meet the coolest people ever, and that I'm super grateful about it. And so then it incorporates that into it as well. It was pretty crazy what this thing spat out, but I'm not kidding you. It wants me to post like 15 to 22 times a day, depending on the day. It gave me exact times to post. Some things I can pre-schedule, but I definitely thought it was going to be a situation where I could schedule it out like way further and it'd be fine. Not so much the case. Not so much the case, especially when you're like going through your content and stuff too. And it's interesting because it's not like I'm just asking the AI to do this and then it's like signing into my social accounts and then like pre-scheduling those things and picking out my stuff. Like the human element part of it, of me having to make choices, like, is still very much there. But there's something about the direction that this beautiful AI chatbot, Chat GPT-4 has given me, this like directness of, you will post at this time. You will say rise and shine at 6:30 in the morning with a photo of yourself for the day. It's like, okay, well, I can do that. Like, that's fine. I feel like I was having definitely a huge major block with not that direction. Because like, I know to post all these things and it feels very, very natural. But ChatGPT-4, man, if you are needing a social media calendar or kind of like assistant, someone else had said to you, like, you need a virtual assistant. And I'm like, I think ChatGPT-4 might be that. I do have to figure out. Oh, human hybrid here. Yes. Noun Fred is saying that he's an AI human hybrid as well. We love the AI. Don't be afraid. There's so many things that can help you with. And I feel like if you're one of those people that just needs a little bit of that direction, if you operate well in that way, and like I do, like, you would love it. Like, give it prompts of how it's going to prompt you. That is my AI trick. Give the AI prompts so that it can prompt you, and then you won't believe what'll happen. I've had, okay, I'll get excited over the stupidest stuff, you guys, but honestly, I'll like check out my stuff. I've had like, definitely, at least today, I haven't posted my results from yesterday. I'm over like 100 people following me on Twitter. Wait, where is this sheet? Let me find this. Because honestly, I am kind of surprised that it's working. And I'm stoked. Okay, yes, LinkedIn. What a sleeper. What a sleeper account. LinkedIn. Okay, you guys. I don't know what you guys thought about LinkedIn. I didn't really ever know about it or was on it. I thought it was just strange. It's not. It's pretty cool. So take my word for it. Go start you a LinkedIn. Okay? Go start you a LinkedIn and start watching it grow. Because after 4 days of letting AI tell me what to post on LinkedIn, which wasn't that much. It's actually the account that it doesn't have me posting on like multiple times. 1 article a day. you guys. 114 new connections. Who knows what it'll be after today? Because a ton of people followed me yesterday. I think it's pretty cool. And they allow video. There's a lot of cool video features. I don't know. LinkedIn is a sleeper. TikTok. Okay, we love TikTok. We know TikTok is a great place for growth and everything. Oh, speaking of TikTok, hi Noun Square, BR. What is good? Awesome to see you here. God, I love seeing everybody across all accounts. I need like some like screen in front of my face that I can like see the TikTok here or something. I don't know. AI integrate with me immediately. Just like robots take over my body. Oh my God. And we have our first comment. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm excited. I'm going to blow these comments up a little bit more. Here we go. Wow. Yo, Broadcast Toshi. Steven Simons, what is good? Let's go. The comments work. The comments work. Join LinkedIn is basically what I was saying. Oh, Symbiotic. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. If you just want to make my day, just literally be a person that follows me on one account and just randomly show up on another one, and I will just scream and be so excited. Okay. Awesome to see you on YouTube. This is the coolest chatting interface ever. It's just like happening beside my head. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know how the stream is going. I haven't like opened it up, so I'd love to know what's going on there. I was just talking about the growth from the AI and what it's been telling me to post. TikTok, 70 people after 4 days. Come on, y'all. I'll get excited over a follower. I got YouTube. Okay. YouTube is so difficult to grow on. I'm just like here. I'll live stream on it. I don't really care. I'll post videos. It's all good. I've like put to rest like any idea or thought that people will be subscribing to me on YouTube. It's kind of just there. I'm just going to keep going for it. But I got 6 new followers over 4 days. Okay, YouTube, we're seeing something. Instagram 80. My Instagram is trash, you guys. I just started this account, so very exciting. Follow me on Instagram too, if you haven't yet. Twitter popping off. I think that this is a huge, fantastic solution for people that are maybe having a little bit of a block for social media and what they could post, when they should post, what they're going to post. And yeah, I'll be posting the results after today, day 5. I'm going 30 days of listening to this thing. I have a full-blown 30-day schedule on all of these accounts. My Optoshi Twitter, my OTG Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, my new fave. Shout out LinkedIn, okay? YouTube, more specifically Reels, is kind of what I'm posting there, as well as these live podcast shows, obviously, after the live is done, and Instagram. I do want to go live on Instagram. I don't know if that's possible, but we're going to figure that out. Maybe I have to grow my account a little bit more too, but Instagram is crazy. I have not had Instagram for years. I just like didn't see how I didn't see what I could do there. I honestly didn't have Twitter for years until the Twitter Spaces feature happened. Freaking changed my whole outlook on Twitter. Twitter Spaces like brought me back in full time, but I feel like Instagram, what's going to bring me back in full time is the connection with people. I kind of forgot that like if someone comments on a story or something that it's private. So it's just like in the messages. So now it's really actually becoming where I'm connecting with people. Multiple people who have like found my account have been like, oh my God, I met you at this one event. And then they found me on Instagram and saw like a story. And so it was cool to connect with them there. I really, really like it. And I actually like posting like these still images now of like what I'm doing, what's going on. I like the little short, fun stories and stuff. Instagram's cool, you guys. I'm back in. I honestly like all of it. I freaking love TikTok, and I swear to God, if they take it away from us, I will just be so upset. Robot Fish Girl in the chat. Robot Fish Girl in the chat. Malcolm Worlds, cool setup, Toshi. Thank you so much. Oh, behind the spaces. Okay, interesting. So apparently Twitter runs quicker than the stream. This is 2 seconds behind spaces. Okay, that's fine. I was kind of like figuring it out. I know we're like live streaming the video onto Twitter as well too. Maybe we could figure out a situation. But you're probably one of the only people with Symbiotic that's also like in the YouTube, on the Restream, on the Twitter Spaces and stuff too. But that's why we love you. But back to what I was saying. If they take TikTok away from us, I will riot. And you can sign, seal, deliver, quote that. I will riot. This is the best app I have ever had. I don't care that it's just a media app. I don't want it taken away from me, and I'll go down with it. I'm just kidding. It truly, I don't want to go into like the implications of what they're saying is happening. I'm dying laughing at all the videos coming out of people being like, but does it connect to the internet? Only if you dilate your pupils. Okay, so Robot Fish Girl, you'll know what I'm talking about with those jokes like that too. I will be so freaking sad if you're not on TikTok. Hi, TikTok people. If you're not on TikTok, get on TikTok. Make yourself smile. Watch a funny video. I swear my whole feed is just like cute animals and then like really funny things and Theo Vaughn. And it just is everything that I need to be happy on there. I also post really fun stuff. That's where I do my like street interviews where I ask people what a noun is across the world. It has the best integration of like these viral sounds. It makes sounds viral so much easier. So like music artists have a way better opportunity to like have their unique sound go viral. The video actual like editing in TikTok isn't terrible. I know a lot of people use CapCut and stuff too, but like the editing feature is hilarious. I love the filters. People themselves are hilarious. I don't know. I remember like TikTok, I was on it for years. I had like a person I worked for who had a younger son. And so he was on it back in like 2016 when like, I promise you only elementary school kids were on it. It was like Musically Day type things. Billie Eilish's Ocean Eyes was a viral trend on TikTok where like these kids were like putting the camera up like super close to their eye. And like right when that song drops, like Ocean Eyes, like it opens like super slow and you see their eye. That's why that song went viral. Okay. Ocean Eyes. So I've been on it for a while and I knew it was a lot of dancing and stuff too, but I've seen the transition of what it's become and it is incredible. And I definitely saw that during COVID and like while everyone was inside, and what I think we all witnessed is like people in their rooms and in their bedrooms like trying to cope and like get through life and laugh still somehow while also crying and exposing themselves and their emotions on camera. And there's just something about that. There is something about every time I go on my feed and like watch someone do something funny or watch someone like recreate like a moment that has literally happened in my life, and you like have those moments where you're like, oh, I'm not unique at all. Like everyone's having this experience. Like to me, that is so fun and so like it brings the human back to human. I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm not so alone. Some person in their room like is, you know, cracking a joke that I get. There's something about that that's really special to me. Yes, Robot Fish Girl in the YouTube chat. It's so fascinating to see different people's TikTok communities because for me, it's a dating app for myself and other trans. A dating app. Oh my God. I knew someone else who was like more of like this like older person, and there was definitely like their feed was strange and had like, you know, like cougar talk where it was like, I don't know, like dudes, like shirtless dudes, like in the red light thing like goes on. Like, well, I don't know. That's not what my feed is. I have like cute little rabbits that are probably like the smallest, cutest thing you've ever seen. Like they're eating on fruit. Someone's dancing over here. It's funny. I definitely get sent like the viral people. Cardno showing up in the chat. What's good? Okay. Yes, I love that you guys are on YouTube. This is so much fun. I'm sorry, YouTube, that I just talked shit on you and said that I don't feel like I'm going to get any followers on here. I freaking love YouTube. And this is going to be my new plat. Blooms and seeds. Oh, did everyone just get out of a Nounsel meeting? Like, why is everyone here right now? I do know and recognize Thursdays, you guys. It's so funny. I think we could see that change happening. I can see that on the screen. We're just focusing in, guys. We're just focusing in. Live. This is live. Don't forget. Nouns on the air. Live. On YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. Over here, we're on TikTok on this little device over here. And surprise, we're on Twitch. I don't know. I have no idea what that looks like on Twitch right now too. I'm not getting any new notifications on that. I have no followers. I've never streamed on there before. So we're really excited about that too. But every Thursday, Friday, Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You'll appreciate this, Robot Fish Girl, but I was definitely explaining to everybody earlier that it was supposed to be 10 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, but your girl's not a morning person. So when we came to the West Coast, that was not going to work for me because that would be 7 a.m. Why is there an ex DJ sitting there? Because DJ Toshi is about to be a real thing, guys. I'm really not messing around with everybody, okay? We are going to podcast. We are going to DJ. By the time I get to my next session, I'll be like live DJing, hopefully some awesome noun sound situations too. But everyone's in this YouTube channel. I love seeing your guys' chat. I do want to figure out how to make this chat like cooler looking. How can I do that? Maybe like that. Maybe like this. We'll mess around. Any OBS nerds out there, hit me up. It's really fun. I'm excited to be in this live streaming fam now. I think live streaming is going to be so freaking cool. I haven't seen it a ton around in this community and in this industry. I have seen people starting to do videos and stuff too. I need to be like standing. I wish this was like a standing whole thing. Like I want to pace. I don't know what I want to do, but we're going to figure this out together. This again, Nouns on the air. I am Optoshi. This is brought to you by NounsDAO. You can find out everything and follow me everywhere on otg.wtf. That's my website. It's literally just like a video of me being like, hey, and like wearing this exact shirt. And then like there's social media things that you can follow me on. So it's not that complicated. We're going to get that going and, you know, really do what the people want. Twitch says I'm offline. Okay. Thank you, Symbiotech. We will be figuring out how to stream on Twitch at some point. But, you know, Robot Fisher is going to help me with that after the show. So tomorrow's space will be streamed on Twitch. But today we're on YouTube. We're on freaking LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn, guys. My new favorite social media account ever. We're on TikTok, my old and forever favorite social media account. And I'm just so happy to be here with you guys. I'm super happy to see this chat. Grant Edwards has entered the chat. It is so cool to see you guys in here. Let's freaking go. Okay, so just to recap for everyone that just kind of joined us, I had to give everybody the little speech. I was like, nouns, it's an auction a day. Just one auction. Goes into the treasury. So you guys will think that that's funny because I'm sure you guys have said that a million bajillion times. Okay, so we told everybody kind of what was happening with that. We told them basically that through that process, that's how I've been funded. We saw some events we got coming up. Let's look at this list of events. Oh, there we go. I just pulled up a wrong slide. I just pulled up a slide that was going to be for this next half of the show, but I'll do that in a second. Prop events that I've been to. We talked about NFT NYC. Now we're going to be speaking there next week. And we are really excited for just freaking everything. You guys, every time I try to put into words like what is going on, and people are like, what's it like? What's it like traveling to all these cities and meeting people IRL and talking about NFTs and DAOs and like actually getting to meet people who are interested in the things that you're interested in, like geeking out with people from across the world of all different types of people. Like it's just insane, dude. It's really hard for me to put into words. And I hope that I can over time get much better about putting these things into words with you guys. And honestly, I just need you guys to know that this live stream sort of aspect of it, I did maybe think like the podcast was going to be like sit down video. We have a couple like interviews we've done. We've done a sit down that was like an hour and 15 minutes with Akfa, who's in the Nounish community. I will be releasing that too, but there is something about the live that is very much more appealing to me and feels like freaking therapy. I feel like I have so much to talk about, and it's going to be finally this like place where I can update all of you guys with what's happening, because it gets really, really hard to do that. And then I have all of you guys in one place. So now I get to like just talk to you all instead of having to like have individual calls, which I really, really want to do. And I'm sorry if I can't do that so often. But unless you're someone like Robot Fish Girl, Unless you're like her, you know, the other day downloaded Snapchat. I'm not even kidding you. I hit the download button, hit open app, and got a message before the app could open. Like that Robot Fish Girl had added me on Snapchat. And so unless you're like her, unless you're right there getting notifications of everything I'm doing, which I don't know how you're doing that, Robot Fish Girl. But it would be really hard for me to give independent updates. So here we are. It's almost like I can see all of you guys and like imagining that you're all just like there. I'm here with you. We have cool freaking equipment that we're all going to use together and learn how to use together. TNS is here. Oh my God. The Noun Square. Okay. So this is 2 reasons why I think I love live streaming actually. 1, we already know that I love Twitter Spaces and that it revived my passion for Twitter, which revive's not correct. I don't think I had a passion for Twitter before. I thought Twitter was just kind of where you went and like said like random ideas. I didn't realize you could utilize it to build community. So Twitter Spaces is everything. Twitter Spaces is everything. You can literally just go into a space, request to speak, and just hit a button and you're live there talking to people. So that's live. The Noun Square has been a fantastic place for me to get used to being live and on the spot because they are fully run on Twitter Spaces. They do over 10 spaces a day, I would say, like just a ridiculous amount of spaces, a good ridiculous amount of spaces, highlighting the Nouns community and everything too. So I want to make sure that if you guys want a little bit more of like Nouns heavier content where you're really diving into people within the ecosystem, like you're meeting new holders, we will have guests on this podcast as well. We have a lot more sit downs of just kind of broader talking, but seriously, if you want to like highlight a new holder and like learn about them, learn about a new project that's happening, learn about the specific proposals as they're going up. There's so much content you guys can take in. The Noun Square. That's what you're going to want to follow. I believe they're the Noun Square on TikTok as well. Twitter. They're here on YouTube. This is your one-stop shop, seriously, for all things nouns, okay? I was a host on the Noun Square for the better last half of last year, where we started doing a show a day. And so we, you know, on that schedule, like it's so crazy. Of course, like we all kind of took little breaks in between, except for people like Toady and Robot Fish Girl, who are just special in so many different ways and like never took breaks and are just freaking the backbone of this thing. But this show a day really pushed so much for me forward. I can't even tell you guys. I'm sitting here, I'm even like in shock, like looking at this thing. I'm here live on this equipment. This mic is specifically for Twitter Spaces. I'm sorry that it's lagging. We have a specific device over here for TikTok. We're looking at you guys through shout out Canon, by the way. I will be just giving you guys a little glimpsey poo of what it might be like to be a sponsor of mine. Can you imagine if this coconut water was you? I could, but I don't know. This person didn't sponsor me, so we're not going to show who that is. If there's any coconut waters out there that are looking for a super rad person to sponsor, I'm your cocoa girl. Getting to do those live spaces changed me, you guys. As much as this is happening, just imagine for a second that last year, probably I would say a little bit more than a year ago, I would get into Twitter Spaces when I had first discovered it and like have full-blown anxiety attacks. Sheffo can vouch for me that yes, this was true. This happened. Panic attacks, like to the point where I'm weird, dude. I don't know what your guys' panic attacks feel like. I don't typically get panic attacks just like kind of randomly. Like they don't strike me down like lightning. But if I feel like I'm like very much like excited to talk, like I'd be excited to like talk in a Twitter space. Like I'd be like waiting my turn. Like I'd have my hand up and be just that excitement. That piece is like what throws me into something that's not good because I start welting up. Like I can't even hide the panic because my body and my skin and my freckles and whatever this is like happens intensely. So I'll be like welty. I have like one eye swollen by the time I can like hit speak in the Twitter space. And then I'm panicking because I'm like, oh my God, like, is my throat swelling up? Like, can I speak? And then like the panic makes me talk faster, even faster than I usually talk, which is very fast. And it just all snowballs and it's just really, really crazy. That was me, just an absolute mess. Just a mess, a little more than a year ago. So I promise you, just the practice of getting to talk to people, with people, candidly, all the time, has been huge and like such a healing process. I freaking love you, the Noun Square. Thank you for everything. And thank you for letting me, like, get that feeling and that comfort kind of with all of you guys and stuff too. So big shouts. Big shouts to the Noun Square. Y'all are just like ripping this chat up. I can't even keep up with what's going on. AI safe word, egg bites. Egg bites, guys. This is me. The AI might be posting or telling me what to post, but it's still me. It's still me. Breathe. That's so funny. I know that's like what was happening to me in those Twitter spaces. Okay, guys, I accidentally showed you this slide, but I'm going to just actually bring it up for real this time for a segment that I would like to start for my Thursday shows. So I'm going to be doing a person of the week every Thursday. I'm picking a person. I love all of you guys that are in the chat, but I'm so sorry it's none of you guys this week. If you would like to be picked as a person or a potential person, I don't know. You maybe do something nice for me. Maybe, I'm just kidding. I'm just. This is kind of random, but kind of also not. If someone is standing out to me in the moment, they're getting picked. Okay, this was a standout person this week for multiple reasons, and I would like to announce who that is now. Goodbye, the Noun Square. It's been so fun with you here. I can't wait for you to be here with me every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 to 12 PST. Okay, here, person of the week. Ready? Drum roll, please. Oh, yeah, I have to upload a drum roll song on here. I think I do have a drum roll. No. Okay, so I don't even think you guys could hear that. I have to figure that out. Person of the week. Person of the week. You heard it here. The very first ever Nouns on the Air person of the week. Ready? Ray. Okay? If you're watching the video stream, you will see on screen right now Ray's handle. Oh my God, I'm going to butcher this last name. In my mind, it's pronounced Ray Isla. It could be Ray Isla. Ray Isla. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Ray, you are the OTG first ever person of the week. Wow. The things that I could just say. Earlier in this episode, we were talking about NFT music and how I'm kind of like predicting that that's going to just absolutely blow up and be this sort of huge trend for brand new like waves of creators to come into this industry. Ray herself is a NFT music artist. I'll put up her handle again for you guys to see. Ray, I have had the pleasure to, as I'm traveling, she's also around traveling. And she's kind of like joked too, like we're on tour together tour together. This is really, really fun. And it's true. And it's so hard to put into words what that feels like because there are specific groups of people that I kind of see out all the time. No matter where I am, no matter what city, no matter what event, there's like a handful of the same people and they all happen to be NFT music artists. And so that's why I'm like, this has to be the future of what's happening in this industry. More specifically, Ray, again, I'll put this slide up just for a couple more seconds here so you guys could follow Ray on Twitter, Instagram. She's all over the place. In that photo also is TK with her. She is my person of the week. We yesterday went and actually got to go and help and be a part of and have a cameo sort of in a music video for an unreleased song that she has. So the song's called Free to Love. But this was like kind of just this cool, like I said, like we see her all over the place and have gotten to watch her perform, have gotten to watch other people perform and stuff too. And so to then be in the same city again, and we don't really have an event right now. The next event that she's going to be at as well with me is NFT NYC. But we were just kind of in the same city and I reached out like, are you here? Can we hang out? And she says, come to the music video that I'm shooting. And that is just huge for me. Like this person not only works so hard in releasing their music, but they're also like working above and beyond to provide like more content for people. Like I agree that every song should have a music video. Like I think it's an epic way for people to kind of take in what you've done with music. With music videos, like at parties and things too, like people throw on projectors on walls, like music videos and just stuff. Like that's what I used to do. So I like for me, it's like an art form. And I used to work in production, art department coordinating music videos and commercials. So there's something about music videos for me that I just love. I loved the turnaround of the production. I loved that it was like 3 to 5 days of like hardcore, like 20-hour work days. But then you get to celebrate this video that you guys have all created. So we got to cameo in her music video she was doing, and it was just epic. It was really cool to see her continuing her craft and like forming what her brand and style and images look like. Like, I love her music. It's just really sweet and soft and very much like summer fun, top down, driving around in the sun vibes. Those are the types of vibes you're looking for. You will love Ray. And so getting to do that was really cool and really special because I got to feature the Nouns noggles. Nouns Vision, these noggles are in there. Sheffa was in there, sort of doing his little documentary style thing. Part of my proposal of what I did for this prop, not only was this live show and podcast, it was to do a documentary at the very end of all of it. So at the very, very, very end of my proposal, which would be at the end of this year, we have a documentary that we're going to be putting out about the whole experience. So if you guys are interested kind of in behind the scenes stuff or what it might look like when I'm having a mental breakdown, just kidding. I was trying to like search for something that like is happening in the documentary. That's probably going to happen. Like who doesn't have those? You know what I'm saying? But truly, if you want more of an inside look of what it really takes to accomplish all these things, to do this stuff, it is not easy traveling around. Anyone who's on tour right now, if you're on tour as a music artist, in theater, God, anything. If you're doing a show, if you're doing anything on tour, hats off to you. It is not easy. That is for sure. And it is easy because it's like something you can really get behind. Like I love this like super hardcore, like I said, direct directions, like I was talking about earlier, which is why I love ChatGPT 4. For me, a tour is very much like it's definitive things you're going to, definitive dates you're in a place. So like scheduling and planning it can be kind of easy and stuff too. But the difficult part is just the unseen stuff. It's the moving around all the time. Maybe sometimes feeling under the weather from going to different places. Getting to like meet people and having incredible connections, and then just like not see them again for months. There's so many parts of it that aren't difficult, but are just a little bit more difficult to sort of push through and push past. But hopefully all of those experiences, which feel very human to me, that's kind of what you'll see on the documentary side, I feel like. So we got some new fun people in. Oh, Kitan. Hi. I don't know what you're saying. You're kind of saying some crazy stuff. The funniest thing about TikTok chat ever, I used to do lives on TikTok as well that were going pretty well. I had an old TikTok account that went viral because I was telling like bad dating stories and talked about like this person being stolen valor. I don't know if you know what stolen valor is, but it's like if someone's pretending to be in the military. So I was like asking TikTok if they thought that he was stolen valor. And of course, military TikTok was all over it. And completely blew me up. And so I started doing lives for a while. But people will definitely try to trip you up in live comments. They're going to try to make you say some stuff. They're trying to make you say something that's not appropriate. And I will just like read out loud all of my comments and stuff too. So I have to be really cautious and careful about that. That this little character over here is trying to do that to me now, but I got you. I see you. I also see that JD has entered the chat in YouTube. Oh my God, you guys. I'm so excited. I can't even tell you how full my heart is. I'm seeing all my fun friends and people that I know in this ecosystem like showing up in freaking YouTube. Please be brutally honest with me, you guys, about how this looks. We obviously like want this to continue to develop and grow in like the best ways possible. I'm already feeling the vibe of this live stream and like I'm really excited. And just so you guys know as well too, like this is the launch of this official like live streaming part of it. It's only going to get better. I'm only going to get more comfortable. We're only going to highlight more people, places, and things during these weeks and stuff too. But like I said, like I am surrounded by really smart people who know so much more than I do about OBS, live streaming, like all these things too. Like if you have any suggestions or want to talk about anything, like please let me know. I'm all ears. And if anything, like if you're like you need this certain slide or something, like I'm like, kind of messing around with my scenes a little bit this time too. But I know that we can do some more cool things as we come up with new concepts and stuff like in the coming weeks. But for me, like the most important piece is actually just being live here with you guys. It's the being live piece, being here, checking in, letting you guys know what I'm doing, and getting to hopefully hear what you guys are doing as well too. This is why I'm doing this, and this is why this is important to me. Again, just a little quick recap for everybody over here with this view. Hi, TikTok Live. If follow the link in my account if you guys want to see like the actual live stream on YouTube and stuff, or just hang out here with me because I like this little like behind the scenes TikTok as well too. But my name is Abtoshi, and we are live streaming Nouns on the Air, episode 1. Welcome to the launch, where we highlight people, places, and things. And I just highlighted my person of the week, Ray. Please, 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 everybody follow her. That's at RAE_ISLA on Twitter and Instagram. If you guys are interested in NFT music, like how I kind of have been starting to get very much into. So we've talked about nouns and their epicness. I do want to just bring that right back around again and say this show and all the shows that you'll be seeing this year with Nouns on the Air has been sponsored by NounsDAO. And it's been sponsored through a majority yes vote on my proposal, Prop 206. So thank you so much to all the holders that voted and came out and voted. No matter what you voted, I am just honored that you guys participated in my proposal. And I look forward to continuing to be a part of this. Nouns is really become this huge part of my everyday. Like it is my everyday. Because not only am I doing this, I'm also like communicating all day long with people within the ecosystem. I'm helping people with their projects. I get to learn and meet other people who are interested in coming into the ecosystem. Like there's such this like wholeness of it in all these different aspects of it that I address daily in my experience and stuff too, to the point where like, even when I have like off time where I'm just like chilling outside and trying to just like relax, what I'm actually thinking of is like, okay, what scene could I build out next in OBS? Or like, what tweet am I going to post next? Or like, which prop house round have I not read the things for to vote on? Like, there's so many pieces of this DAO that you could be a part of. That for me, it's just a no-brainer. Please don't feel overwhelmed by all of the different entry points into the NounsDAO. If you have any questions at all or want to know, you guys can always ask me, and I really appreciate it. Coming from any of the stuff, I mean, here during the lives is going to be the best place to do that. Like, please ask questions. I would love to address them, and we can maybe sort of dedicate like the last like 30 minutes of the show to just purely that. If you guys think that you need that, I used to do AMAs in the Nouns Discord with Toady, where we literally just did 2.5 hours of AMAs, answered questions about NounsDAO. So there's a lot of different entry points. I would say my biggest piece of advice, if you're entering into the NounsDAO ecosystem, you got to find yourself a Nounish mentor. Find someone that you vibe with, who is a builder in the ecosystem that is maybe doing something like what you're doing. Go to them and sort of get the inside scoop about where you should go. There is no centralized Discord, which is very unique for sort of all the NFT communities that came around at the same time as Nouns. That's kind of like standard practice to have this Discord where everyone can talk about everything. Not necessary within Nouns, and like kind of breaking the barrier, because Nouns is trying to show like how decentralized could you be. And I think they really showed that by disbanding the Discord. It's still there. You can go like read old messages and stuff too. But the coolest part about it is that for me, like nothing changed. I'm still talking to the same people I was talking to every day. I'm in other Discords now. It's inspired me and encouraged me to reach out to people outside of this one place. I get to have a more of a catered experience with my Nouns experience now. So Nouns is constantly doing these things that kind of like break the barriers of what a typical NFT, project might look like. But that is the true spirit of decentralization. And if that is the kind of thing you like to nerd down on, like myself, again, I'm all ears and open for that. Please reach out to me at any point in time and always let me know if you have any questions. God, I love Nouns. Just love me some Nouns. I literally like went down and I was like, oh, what else can I talk about? It's like Nouns news. my Nouns. Oh, what I wanted to talk about was the AI thing. I had brought this up earlier. Nouns, AI.wtf. I went off on a tangent because I started talking about my own AI journey with the social media scheduling, but that's not what I want to talk about. I really do want to talk about and highlight Nouns AI.wtf. If you have been messing around with Midjourney, okay, if you've been making AI photos, I've seen some sickness ones that are like very photorealistic. I just can't even believe it. If you've been into that, if you like the cool, like conceptual, like artsy AI photos, like I also do, if you are into that at all, like please, 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 you have to check out Nouns AI.wtf. It was one of the proposals passed within the NounsDAO, but it's like this Nouns AI that specifically, when you insert prompts, you can also say like noggles and like nounish things, and it understands nounish things. Like you could say, I want a flock of seagulls to be wearing noggles. Like, who knows what it will spit out? I should do some tests next time and I'll show you some images. But this is freaking cool. Fantastic builders within the ecosystem are on this project. And I just, if I'm going to highlight AI, like, have to highlight NounsAI.wtf. NounsAI.wtf. If you're used to like a different type of playground, like the Open AI playground, you will be fantastic with this playground. It has been, to my understanding, blowing up. So I think we should just blow it up even more. Let's show the Nouns AI team that we want them to just be freaking amazing. NounsAI.wtf. I'll play around with that next time and sort of have some samples of what that looks like to you guys too. But again, it's this like recognition of nouns that's really cool. In my downtime, sometimes like I'll like talk to ChatGPT-4 and just be like, "Do you know about nouns?" And then if it's like kind of right and like a little off, like I'll correct it because I know it's just learning. I've been like teaching it about people within the ecosystem. Um, there's so many things that just AI is going to be fantastic for. And for me, the imagery, the art is kind of like one of them. I just think it's freaking cool. Again, every week I want to highlight a person. I want to highlight a place. That's what I will be doing on my show tomorrow, as we are live streaming here from 10 to 12 PST. And I want to highlight a thing every week. And so I do know what my place is going to be, and I do know what my thing is going to be. But today, the Thursday show, we did highlight Ray. So beautiful inside and out. The music thing is so cool to me. I have definitely I need to like explore this way more because there's also artists that I love that are into NFTs and stuff too. I feel like NFT music is going to be what makes it less scary for people. Like, I was a huge fan of Grimes before, like pre Elon. Okay, like years before. She's incredible. She is just a genius and literally like has mixed and produced like all of her own music, released it. Uh, that's what I like really look for when I'm following an artist. Like how much of the process are they taking on? I think that that's highly impressive. And I know all the work that goes into that and stuff too. So she's kind of always been this artist that I've looked at where I know that she was in like a 2-bedroom apartment, like with her parent was in the other room. And then she was just in her bedroom, just making all these ethereal, like beautiful sounds. So super inspired by her, but she has been dropping NFTs. She just did an open edition on Zora, which is super exciting. Also, shout out Zora. Very downish. I have, sorry. I have a builder token, which was released by Zora. So I'm in the builder community. Zora is very nounish themselves. All the people in Zora are super nounish. And to hear that Grimes had dropped an open edition on Zora was like crazy. I didn't even mint it because when I saw people tweeting about it, I thought it was a scam. So that's like another thing. If you're brand new to NFTs, especially my little TikTok audience over here, you can get scammed pretty easily by clicking on links, and it can be very much not good for you. But that's like a basic phishing tactic that people have used across time. But it can happen very easily in NFTs, and so I was terrified of clicking the link to like the Grimes Zora, and then I like went on Zora and like saw it myself too, and it still didn't believe that it was real. So, dang, I got to get one off secondary maybe too. But these NFT music artists that we already know, and now these NFT music artists that we don't know yet, maybe as much as we know that these other main people like Grimes, who's been around for years, um, have this same opportunity now. And I think what they're also doing is they're making it a lot less scary for people to come into NFTs because it's now a collectible. I feel like that they can understand. It's a collectible that they can hear. You can nearly hold it in your hands because it's almost like this like digital fun record. You can have like a unique piece of art for every single part of the song, like what Violetta Zeroni did. And I should have had a slide with her handle up here as well. That's Violetta Zeroni. If you look that up on Twitter, um, she has this incredible collection. I want to say, I think it's the Moonshot collection, where it's the art itself, like is generative art. So it changes slightly. So like there will be like one specific art for one of the songs, but all the colors will change based off of when you minted it or, you know, the random mint. So as much as like you and I can have the same song in our wallets, like they could be different album covers. And that is so unique and so cool. So you really are like getting to experience this collectible part of it. And it makes it fun again for collecting music, because I'm definitely from the time where like I said, like I feel like my wallet is going to now be my NFT collection, like my old school, like CD wall or my little thing that I used to carry around with me all the time with all my CDs. Like collecting them was like part of the fun. Like having the little thing that slid out of your CD and like the poster, like was part of the fun. Like having the lyrics on there was everything. And so I feel like that's really happening again. There's a resurgence of that kind of excitement on the collector side for music NFTs. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, she's going to be at Webstock 3. Oh, Webstock. Okay, cool. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so Webstock is a company, an events company that's been kind of coming up in the NFT crypto world, and they throw events at all these different conferences and other like NFT type things that are happening too. So I think that Ray, I just heard from Blooms. Thank you so much for telling me in the chat here, is going to be performing at Webstock. So that's freaking awesome. Let's go, Ray. I believe in you, and I can't wait to continue to support you in everything that you're doing, as well as the other music artists that I have met during this trip. I do want to shout out not only Violetta, I would love to shout out Sammy Arriaga. God, when I first learned about Twitter Spaces, like more than a year ago, like I said, it was like this crazy situation where you could just talk and be in a space. And that was such a new concept for me. So I spent a lot of hours and days, as you know, because I welt up and get nervous and anxious. I spent days listening to spaces, going into spaces, hearing people, watching people do daily spaces way before I even had attempted to do that. And so Sammy was one of those people. And Sammy has been like singing daily in spaces this entire year that I've known about him, and have now gotten the honor and chance to get to meet him in person and stuff too. Just an incredible person all around. Incredible performer, only getting better. Last live performance, it was just like, oh my gosh, I really feel honored that I actually get to see these people perform, like these artists perform live. There's some really special element to it when you're in the room. They do a fantastic job of minting these performances as NFTs. So if you're not even there, you can collect these performances as an NFT. But there is something about like being there and watching the person, seeing their emotions, getting to hear a song that you know that they've sang like a year ago on space, and then getting to hear it in person, like feeling and just hearing how it's changed. Like it's very special. And again, to all of the music artists that I've gotten to the chance to know over these last few months. Like, thank you guys for letting your audience in on that vulnerable side of you guys. Like, you can tell, like, you guys are not only creating music, you guys are performers. That there's a lot to be said about that too. I feel like some people can sing and can't perform. Some people are performers, but maybe can't sing. But you guys are all of it. So, bunch of triple threats right there, you guys. And I cannot wait to hopefully on my next shows, I want to start opening and closing. I didn't have any music when I was opening this space today, and I will not have any music when I'm closing out because I was like terrified that YouTube would ban me forever if it was like some normal song I would play, like Miley or like SZA or something, like because it's copyright. But the other cool thing about NFTs, guys, is if I collect a music NFT, I get to use that. If the artist says that and states that in their things, use that song. So, and then all the noun stuff, especially through like noun sounds, is CC0. So there is no copyright. CC0. Creative Commons 0. No copyright. So I will be using that music and my NFT music that I start collecting to open and close the show because we know we love a dance party and we know DJ Toshi is just dying to get down on this. This is gonna be so cool, you guys. I like have barely had it and I've already been like just absolutely jamming out. And so I will be rocking this with me everywhere. Hopefully we could just like throw random dance parties at all places. My goal is to just become a person that shows up and is like, can I play a set here? And just only have NFT music and nouns, Creative Commons zero music. I think it'd be so much fun. And just what a fun way to also like promote all of the amazing, fantastic music artists that are already doing so much in this space. So thank you guys, Sammy, Violetta, Ray. Thank you guys so much for, again, letting people in on that side of you, showing us your art, like in such this fantastic way that is not only like exciting to take in, but also very inspiring as a creator myself. Like you guys are showing me kind of what it takes to, like when you go out there and do stuff too. So I really, really love highlighting people, places, and things. I think that's why Nouns on the Air is going to be just the most perfect, coziest place ever for us to hang out in the mornings. Again, I know I'm not so much of a morning person, but if you're here on the West Coast, like this ain't too late. We're only at 11:22 here. We got a lot of time to hang out. I do want to just remind you guys, you could please ask me questions on TikTok here. If you have any questions for me here, I know that the Twitter space is a little laggy and behind, but again, if you're just on the Twitter spaces, I see a couple of you in there. You can join the live stream that is on YouTube. It's on the OTG Twitter. And tomorrow we will figure out through Robot Fish Girls Help how to get on the Twitch. We are offline on Twitch and we're not currently vibing on Twitch. I thought I maybe was, but we're going to figure all of that out. I do want to talk a little bit about this. So my chat, my talk, my 10-minute little talk, NFT NYC, becoming a DAO supported entrepreneur. Like every part of me is going, I already turned in like a slideshow. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be very informative. But every part of me is just like, what am I going to do that's super, super fun for this 10 minutes that's like going to engage people? I don't want it to sound like a lecture. I definitely don't want people to feel like they're in school while listening to my talk. Maybe we incorporate some comedy in there. Maybe we bring out the DJ Tushy. Maybe I DJ my talk. Maybe I'm just answering my own question right now. This is why we love the live stream. This is why I freaking love a live stream because I just get to sit here and just talk out loud to myself and answer all my own questions. This is kind of how I process. And so it makes so much sense to me. But truly, if you have a crazy, wacky idea of something I should do, some crazy thing I should wear, some one line, I don't know, like, please, I'm all ears. This is your guys' talk too, okay? Like I said, I'm one of the very few doxed people within the Nouns ecosystem who would even go up on a stage and talk and reveal like sort of what I look like. So doxed meaning you know what I look like. You can meet me IRL. A lot of people in crypto and NFTs, I wouldn't even try to put a percentage on that, but there is a large amount of people who are not doxed. So their NFT, which could be a piece of art or something, is like what we know them as. and no one knows what that person looks like. No one knows what that person's name is. But we do talk to them often. So you can definitely have a presence and an online presence within the industry that's well known, uh, but not a lot of people within the nouns are doing that so publicly. So when I say this is your talk to, if you're nounish, if you feel like there is something very important that I should say at this thing, please let me know. Please. I am like definitely out there as one of the faces of nouns on the ground. And I really want to make sure that I'm like being inclusive of everybody. If you feel like there's something that you've never heard in a talk, if you feel like you've watched every nouns video and you still feel like there's something super important that's not being said, like please, please, please let me know. I would love to also shout you out if you contribute in any way. It's super important to me that that happens. But again, we are doing this in the name of nouns. We are doing this in the name of NFTs and getting a general audience to understand what's happening. I do understand that this is going to take time. That's why we're live streaming 3 times a week. We're just going to hang out. You guys are going to get to know me a lot better. And sort of what my vibe is. I've only ever done Twitter Spaces, and so it's funny. Like I'll have like my mic here and be on Twitter Spaces and be like this, but you know, I think there's something different about being in the room with you guys right now. So please, please, please let me know. OTG NYC, yes, Grant, I see you in there. That is so much fun. I can't wait. I just want to make a spectacle, you guys. What am I gonna do? Oh my God. I was thinking of some crazy thing I could do. I don't want to give up too much. I don't want to give up too much because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise. I will obviously be streaming live from TikTok. Maybe I can figure out how to stream live there as well, kind of like this while we're doing the talk. I know a lot of people who are going to NFT NYC actually come in that evening, so Wednesday evening, and are not going to be able to make the talk. But if you are there, NFT NYC day 1 on Wednesday, 4:20 p.m. This might be the only 4:20 that you're not outside. Okay, you're going to be inside. You're going to be watching me talk, and then we can go outside together afterwards to continue whatever it is that you were going to do out there. Nouns on the air. We highlight people, places, and things every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 to 12 PST. Thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out with me. This has been a very special experience. I know that that doesn't really matter or shouldn't matter to you guys, but I just need to express that and let you guys know. Outside of this space, you will continue to see me posting all over my social media. Just know that I'm doing a 30-day challenge with AI. So ChatGPT 4 has made my content calendar for all my social media. That's my Twitter, my TikTok, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, which I love now, and my YouTube Reels. It's telling me when to post, what to post, exact captions, and hashtags. It does give sometimes like there's moments where it's like explain, like I had such a fun time at blank. This was really fun because blank. So like sometimes it'll prompt me. We want to prompt the AI to prompt us, right? That's what I talked about earlier. Sometimes it prompts me. So like if you see something like that is me. But most of all, like rise and shine. Like I didn't say that. The AI said that. And the AI kind of really wants me to say that. It wants me to say it often, like every single day. So maybe that's my new phrase, but I'm just going with it. Everything that you guys see on TikTok, even if you see me do a post, like it's because TikTok said, hey, do a video updating your viewers about what's happening tomorrow. So it's a really cool experiment. I'm really excited to continue it. Also interact with me on there and make sure you're following these accounts. But most of all, I am from this space. What I have learned and what I am so freaking excited about is that through this chat, I realized that you guys are joining me on YouTube. That is so exciting. I was not thinking that that was going to happen. Thank you, everyone who's tuning in right now and watching on YouTube. Thank you for everyone watching right now on LinkedIn or on Twitter. But for me, the YouTube is huge. I'm growing very slowly on there, but I will continue to stay here live with you guys no matter what. Followers aren't super important to me, but yeah, they kind of are. Okay, so can you please follow me? Thank you. I'll just give you a second there to get your follows in. All of my links to all my accounts are on all my bios and everything. So there's literally no excuse. I will just pause for a second and let you do your thing. And I do different content on every platform. So if I post a video on TikTok, like you will not see that video on Instagram. If I post a post on Instagram, still you won't see that photo somewhere else. Like I try to make it as different as possible to give you guys different inside looks and stuff too. But I honestly feel like it's a rare opportunity to get to travel around, to get to go to these conferences, to meet the people I'm meeting, to see these different places, and to talk and discuss about these different things from around the world. And I feel like I would be doing a disservice to just people in general if I didn't like really push myself to share these experiences, like overshare these experiences, really try to take you guys along live journeys as much as physically possible. Going live maybe more often on TikTok than just these 3 days, like bringing you guys here to the events, because that will be the thing that I think brings in brand new people, and not only just brings brand new people into this like thing, like you guys, there are very incredible people in this industry, geniuses, okay, in their own right. Fantastic craftsmen doing like physical art, like digital artists, like 3D sculptors who are making hair on 3D skin look like it's standing up. Like it's insane, you guys. Like if you are interested in anything like that, if you're a creator, if any medium, like you need to be joining this industry. You need to be checking out NFTs and seeing who with that same type of like style as you is creating in NFTs right now, because what's really happening is people are taking ownership for their art and their creations. And outside of that, getting to actually connect into a community of not only like-minded people, but like-minded and like very well-meaning people. Okay, so I guess that's like my biggest takeaway and like my biggest piece of advice and encouragement for people is that in any industry, you are going to have people who you just don't vibe with. That's fine. But don't let that trick you and keep you out of your community that you will find. And I promise you'll find them. I found mine with the Nouns. I promise you, you will find your people and you will find smart people who work on projects with you. I will never forget Mr. Beast did an interview with Joe Rogan. And during that interview, he talks about sort of how he kind of made it. And so if you go all the way back in time to his YouTubes and stuff, but what he talks about is that he had these 3 friends that he was talking to, like kind of on the phone with just 24/7. They always were all talking to each other, and they were always talking about what creative thing they were going to do next. How are they going to go more viral? What kind of photo do we use as like our thumbnail? What worked? What didn't work? What hashtags work? What captions for the videos? Like what title works? Like this is something that they talked about every single day. And I kid you not, I'm having that experience right now within Nouns, where if I'm not doing this, if the live show, I'm going to come off, I'm going to support someone else in a Twitter space. We have friends reaching out. I had to launch a voting token for my prop houses, for people to vote within the prop houses. Someone within the Nounish community helped me do that. Thank you, Volky. You know, Modi has been making like these mass amounts of like these like different versions of like these noggles and stuff too. Like linked up with him. We're going to give out noggles at NFT NYC and at Coachella. Pixel has done merch, you know, that I'm wearing. Like I wear this shirt all the time. Like I basically like realized the other day, I was like just looking in the mirror, like, oh my God, like all the shirts that I've been wearing recently, like I've made these, like it's crazy. Like as an artist, like truly, or a creator of any kind, like come to this industry, please. Like find your people, know that you'll be surrounded by people, and you'll probably, if you give yourself the chance to stay with the really, really awesome, connected, nice people that you vibe with, you're going to get that same chance that Mr. Beast had of that constant sort of connection to like aligned values and an overall mission to just produce really, really cool stuff. Because anyone that knows, like, you know, like this isn't like this isn't the craziest thing ever. I got some comments on here, got my little screen. I can't wait to like go above and beyond and like do more scenes. I'm like super, super inspired by this very first live stream, and I can't wait to do all that. But even just the bare minimum of this, you guys, like this does not just come together. It is a lot of work. And so any content creator out there knows that this was like many conversations, many tutorials, many back and forths between shops, like many wrong chords ordered, many you know, sound checks that just like were super frustrating and would take an entire day to figure out like one troubleshooting problem. So this is an industry where if you are a creator, the environment that you're going to want is an environment where you're doing all this and you're hustling and trying to figure out how to create your project and finish your project. And then so are your other people, like your friends, your people you're going to meet. So are they. And there's something about when you guys share that thing and that same like work mentality and play mentality. Like, I don't think it's like everyone in this industry is also like very fun. And like, I've never really experienced this except for one other industry or I guess time of like point in my life where I was working, but I did work for Red Bull for a bit of time. And Red Bull's kind of like internal corporate motto was work hard, play harder. And so it's so true. Like everybody there was just like epic at work, but then like could rage like you've never seen anyone before too. But the working part of it was like never lost. Like this person could just be going for it. And then like you'd see them first thing in the office the next day at 6 a.m. And they're like stoked. They got their coffee, or not coffee, well, coffee and Red Bull. So everyone at Red Bull also drinks coffee. But they got their Red Bull, they got their coffee, and they're just ready to go. Work hard, play harder. That is definitely what this industry feels like. When you start going to crypto events and stuff too, you'll notice that a big part of them is not only the conferences and the speakers and learning about the new technologies and stuff too. One of the bigger parts of it is honestly the social experience that everyone's having. It's the social events. It's the side events that companies and people are throwing. It's these secret parties you can only get into if you have a specific NFT. It's these other secret parties that if you don't have the NFT, but you have this other one, and then you get airdrop some other ticket. Like it's crazy. And so much fun, but it really shows you like it's at these parties that I have met some of the most brilliant people ever. I've met people that are just like insane programmers. God, just like the social aspect of it is huge. So not only is it an industry that you can thrive in on your work side, if you're that kind of person, I'm super kind of nerdy like that. Like this kind of stuff like gets me going. I get really, really excited to see like how different ways that I can like make this workflow better and happen and like how I can manage it and stuff too. So if you're like that, this could be for you. And especially if you're someone who almost like I said, it can like, if you've been a social person before, but then life happened, right? And you're maybe not that person anymore. Maybe you're not so much surrounded by people like you used to be. Maybe COVID did really isolate you. I'm not sure. If you're that person, that's how I kind of am. This industry has reignited that piece for me and has made it happen in such a seamless, very easy, very happy, very kind, very fun, and just very noticeable kind of way through Twitter Spaces, where I got to kind of just like relearn to talk to other people again. I know that sounds crazy. But like it was difficult. I feel like after COVID and stuff too, like you just don't know. You don't know the social cues and stuff too. Like it's hard to see when you're just in audio. But IRL, you get to see like other people's social piece of them like being allowed to happen again as well. I find people in this industry to be very accepting of people. I find it to be inclusive. I know that there are people that are not having those experiences. I really apologize if that is something that's happening with you. But again, I would just like to say in any industry and in any part of anything you kind of get involved in, community itself is like a big, huge thing. And part of that thing is going to be some things you don't like, right? If you're in an area of this NFT world, like how I was before I met Nouns, that I was not happy in, with people who were just like fudders, fudding being like just like hating on shit for no reason, around just not cool energy and stuff too. Like I get it. I was there. I nearly wanted to like not be in the industry anymore, but I promise you, keep looking, walk around, leave whatever's not working, go into a different room, go into a different space with people you've never met before, go to an NFT event, show up by yourself, walk in, say hi to people. If you see me, say hi. I literally will say hi to anyone and talk to everybody. If you have seen me at conferences, you know that I'm probably always there talking to somebody. Um, it's my favorite thing to do ever because I know that that's such a unique opportunity that someone has like taken the time to do. You've said, I'm going to go out and I'm going to be social. And that's not an easy thing, like I said, for everybody. And so if that's something you want to start getting back into, your little social self, like I'm telling you, this industry is great for it. Start in spaces and then start with mentors in your space that you really look up to. Like I said, find your people, find your community. If you think that that's Nouns, come on in and I'll help you figure out who's within Nouns too that you might vibe with as well. But overall, I believe that this like controversy, this like conspiracy of NFTs being this place that is just uninclusive, there are no women, yada yada. We hear all of it all the time. It's just not true. I hate the statement that there's no women in NFTs. Like that's so offensive for all the women that are actually in NFTs and doing stuff daily. There's incredible people. Go look at the NFT NYC website right now and look up speakers. There are a ton of women. So hopefully through just like hanging out together in the space and stuff too, uh, you guys get just a little bit more comfortable here. Like not only just with me, but like here in a place where I feel like you could be accepted and just take your time. Took me a year to not have a panic attack and not get, I'm so surprised right now that I'm not welting up like a person, a crazy little welt right now. It does happen sometimes when I get really excited and anxious and nervous to be with you guys. But like I said, hey, welt or not, we're going to go through this together. I am here for you. I'm here with you. And I'm excited to meet you guys. Like I had, my whole Epic squad was here in YouTube today. That was freaking awesome to see that. But truly, if you're new here, please say hi. Hang out with me for a while. Make yourself known. I see every single comment. I see every like, especially on TikTok and stuff too. Like I see these things. Like if you comment on something or try to interact with me in any way, DMs are going to be really hard, you guys, because they get pushed down and stuff too. But I swear, like it's almost like comments are better. Like if you comment on a poster of my thing, like I promise you, I see that because I'm trying to like be better about engaging with people. So I will like interact with comments. And so please, if you have any questions or if you want to connect further or know anything, or if you have a suggestion for me, or if you're like, wow, can tell that was your first live stream. That was terrible. Like anything, you guys, please, 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 please don't be afraid to reach out. Give me a comment somewhere. I will reach back out to you. It has been epic seeing you guys in this live chat over here on YouTube and stuff too. I am excited to figure out hopefully the Twitch tomorrow. The Twitch was never a plan. It wasn't part of the original plan. But something about Twitch intrigues me. And something about being on Twitch and not being like a video gamer intrigues me. And I feel like the Twitch audience likes a live stream and they like this experience where you're kind of talking to someone. Definitely for this first round, we were a little bit more, like I said, nouns heavy and stuff too, but I will definitely be integrating a little bit more of my personal life and experiences into these spaces. It's just going to be natural. If we're just talking here for a couple hours, guys, you're just going to get that. I'm sorry. Like it or not. It's me. I hope you guys find some sort of comfort or relatability in my voice. And I really want this to be something that, of course, we have this video live streaming element, but again, I will be releasing all of these episodes on your favorite podcast platforms for those audio people, for people that like just pure audio. I like that when I'm driving as well too. I know JD was in here earlier. I know JD likes the podcast audio as well. But I do like the video element because there is something funny, like for example, about like Theo Vaughn is so funny. You could just like hear him and just like imagine what he's doing, but it's having that video element too. And like seeing him actually like have these thoughts, just makes the experience so much better. So that's why I'm excited to be here on video with you guys. I'm excited to be here on TikTok live. I'm so excited about my YouTube and all the potential of YouTube going up. We have so much coming up for the rest of the week. It's only 11:45 over here. What are you guys going to do for the rest of the day? This is a fantastic time of the day. make sure you go out, make sure you drink water, make sure you've had something in your stomach, something good to get your day going. I need to listen to my own device. I was so like trying to freak out, like getting stuff ready, like for this last minute, like making sure all my little scenes were fine. That I have not had a snack yet. And so I need to eat that afterwards. I'll probably have an everything bagel with cream cheese and some more coffee. We're big coffee people. I'm a big caffeine person. I'm also a big coconut water person. Big opportunity for any coconut water company out there, right? If I'm live streaming 3 times a week, this could be you. This could be you. And it would be so nice. But it's not. It's not you yet. We don't just give out sponsorships. We don't just hand out those things. Unless we like really like people or something, like I will just like say anything. Like I will always just be like, I love egg bites. So that's not an ad. And I'm not sponsored by Starbucks, but I could be. I could totally have an egg bite before every single one of my shows, but that's a story for a different time. You are going to want to follow me because you know that I'll pretend like I don't need or want your follows, but that's a lie. I do. I not only want them, I need them. Okay. I need your follows. OTGWTF on everywhere, every platform. And then specifically my personal Twitter is here where the spaces are. Obtoshi, AOB, or sorry, AUB, spelling my own name wrong. AUBTOSHI_NFT. Obtoshi. It's been so wonderful being with you guys. You know, I'm known as Obtoshi in this world, but all my friends here call me Tosh Dog. So if you were here for the first ever Nouns on the Air live stream, you can call me Tosh Dog too, okay? Don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't call me that. I will do special things for my Tosh Dog people, and I will help you figure out what those things are along the way. I have so many ideas of like little fun, like secret things I could do, like, ooh, something like only the TikTok live people could see, or like, you know, something only that could happen in Twitter spaces. So now that I'm like feeling kind of comfortable with this setup and this vibe, oh my gosh, the sky is the limit. Thank you, NounsDAO. Thank you, NounsDAO. Nouns.wtf is where you're going to want to go if you A, want to participate in that auction we talked about. So that's something you can do. If you B, want to see all the proposals that have come through NounsDAO, you would click on that little DAO button. Or if you C, want to use the art somehow, that's like my other favorite thing to do with that. So nouns.center is where you can get the art traits and stuff too, but there's a playground there within the Nouns website, nouns.wtf, where you can kind of like mess around and find your favorite noun head. My favorite noun head is the rabbit. That's why on my, excuse me, on my stream, you guys will see my little Tushy rabbit there. It is so freaking cute. There has been epic art that people in the community have made with the Tushy rabbit. I'll share some of that with you guys next time. But that's my favorite Nouns head. So you got to go there. You got to see what your favorite Nouns head is at least. And then like, what's your favorite Noggle color? There's a lot of controversy around that. Some people, you know, hate certain colors. I've heard some hip rose hate over the last couple of weeks. I don't like that. I don't like what I'm hearing about hip rose, guys. I love hip rose. Don't take them away from me. Don't you dare. I know that the stems of the Noggles are a little bit thicker on them. Something about it that I like. You guys can't take that color away. It's so good. RGB glasses? You guys don't like the RGBs? I thought I read on Twitter someone didn't like that. Okay. No, I love those. Those are like one of my favorite ones. I use them like in multiple things. Please don't take away the only 2 Noggles that I like, you guys. And of course, the red, the iconic red Noggles, of course. But again, that playground is there and free and open for you guys to make your own noun. And you can just download it right there. Make it your PFP. You don't even have to own one. It's CC0, guys. You guys can use the art no matter what, without permission, with permission. Another great thing about the Nouns website, nouns.wtf, is if you see that button next to the DAO button, it says Discourse. Wait, let me just make sure. like know this site so well. Okay, you'll see docs, but then you'll see discourse. Discourse is where you're going to go if you want to see all of the new ideas that are kind of like being floated around, but aren't quite on chain yet. So a person hasn't made a proposal yet that you're going to see in the DAO section. They're going to sort of like get their idea heard first, get some comments and feedback and stuff on it on Discourse before that goes live. The best part about Discourse is that you guys get to meet all the new people coming in, and you can come in. Okay. If this is your first time hearing about nouns or something too, and you're like, ooh, I can do that. I have an idea for that. Go to Discourse, do a post. People will comment on it to say, like, hey, I have an idea for this. Hey, I heard on a live stream that I could maybe apply for a prop house round. Where can I do that? Like, it's kind of like more of a discussion area. So anything you want to discuss over there, I think is pretty cool. And you'll find like hidden gems of people in the Discourse. Like I'm thinking right now, like JD, I'm seeing here, incredible. JD's on Discourse right now. His prop isn't quite on chain yet, but he's been seeding that out and kind of getting comments and feedback about his prop for Warped World and then some. If you check out that, if you go on Discord and just type in like Warped World, you'll see his prop. But you'll see kind of he's this fantastic example of what it sort of looks like going from an idea to seeding that idea out to people, getting feedback, getting comments, meeting people, talking to people within the community, and then like how long that process could take, depending on how long it takes you to meet people within the community before you go on chain. Okay, so Discourse is really, really cool for that. So if you're more like ooh, I want to see like what's happening behind the scenes type of situation, Discourse could be for you. But overall, nouns.wtf, just go to that website. And I'm telling you, I'm looking at the homepage right now. Oh my God, it's a rabbit. Oh my God. Okay. I should have done a browser share screen for this. If you go to nouns.wtf right now, it's a freaking rabbit. I can't even believe they did that this morning. So the Noun Square, what I was talking about earlier, the community that has all Nouns projects and people and holders that they highlight. I used to do a daily show with them, hosting it. I still go on there and host on Spaces now, just not every day. They host a space when this auction ends. So if you have one auction a day, it's got to end and the new one has to start at some time, right? So once this one ends, if you go there now, you'll see the countdown of this current auction with this rabbit. But once that ends, there's a game that they play called FOMO to pick the next noun. So I had no idea it was a rabbit noun. I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this little guy because he's adorable. Oh my God. And I'm going to post it. Favorite noun ever, rabbit noun. Go to nouns.wtf. What a perfect example to show you guys. Because what I was going to say before I screamed and saw the freaking rabbit was that like these characters are so freaking inspiring and are like the reason I'm sitting here today. And so the fact that it's a rabbit is so special. Please, please, please go to nouns.wtf. You can watch the auction being bid on live. Like if a new person comes and bids, we have Noun 12 right now with a 23.09 ETH bid on this current noun. If someone came in and bid right now, we'd see it live. Okay, so more live. We love live stuff. The Nouns auction's right there. I'm gonna figure out how to share this in my browser next time so we can kind of like look at it together. Wow, look at that little guy. It's this little rabbit. Gosh, okay. So nouns, please, please, please. Like I said, could talk about them for forever. They are my primary main sole sponsor at the moment. And I am here for you guys if you have any questions about that too. So I hope I made that very, 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 very clear. Noun Fred just gave me confirmation that the RGB glasses are fire. Okay. So if you go to that Explorer playground, like I was saying in the nouns thing, the glasses you're going to be looking for are RGB. Let me know what you think. I think they're fire as well, Noun Fred. There's also on this Nouns website, if you scroll down a little bit, a couple of videos there that are really going to help you, and an app. I forgot. Oh my God. Okay, so they kind of have really updated the site. This looks incredible, you guys, by the way. This looks very clear and very fun. The app is so fun because the app will actually notify you when the auction is closing and when a new one started. And so you can kind of have like the whole experience of the website in your app if like that's something you're more into. And then you can like have it as your little like notifications in your phone. If that's the kind of thing you like, if you have an iOS phone, if you have an Apple phone, the app is definitely for you. But again, there's these other videos there that were actually commissioned through proposals. And so everyone that's kind of built in this ecosystem has put a prop through saying how they would like to do that. And so a lot of incredible media projects have come out of Nouns, you guys. I really want you guys to see all this stuff. If you haven't before, please look. If you have been in Nouns, like myself, but still like maybe you don't like scroll down on the front page of this website every day, go there right now. Maybe there's something new that you haven't seen before. Like I love this. And then you guys get to see the rabbit as well too, which is cool. So Nouns, thank you. Thank you so much. Endless thank yous. If you are more specifically interested in seeing my prop that got this sponsorship, you will look under the DAO section and you will find prop 206. And so it is my absolute pleasure to get to be here with you guys because of this prop. I just really can't express that enough. I've had a really good time live with you. I can't wait to be with you again live tomorrow morning. I will have my coffee ready. I hope you will have yours too. I hope a potential coconut water sponsor, social media manager, will be reaching out to someone tonight and being like, I think I found us a new person. Because we will be drinking coconut water as well. And of course, we will be talking all things Nounish. But we will specifically be highlighting people, places, and things. And today we had our person of the week. Tomorrow we will have our place of the week. So it must be a pretty special place because we've been to quite a few thus far. So the first place of the week, what's it going to be? You're going to have to tune in to find out. Let me make sure I haven't closed out or that I am closing out everything that I need. Ooh, definitely follow me. I'm just going to keep telling you guys to follow me because I'm doing my AI journey. So please follow, like the posts, help me prove that AI can help grow social media accounts in just 30 days. I believe it's possible. And I want to continue to believe that's possible. Thank you to everybody who hung out with me on TikTok Live, one of my favorite platforms. Ooh, we got over 1,000 likes on the TikTok Live. You guys, I get super excited for like a follower comes and I squeal. And like, I'm really not kidding you. Sheffo can confirm that. Like if I get a new anything, like I'm just like so stoked on it. So thank you. 1,000 likes. That's crazy. I know that's not a lot for some people. I know that Terry Joe's been gonna be racking up them like hundreds of thousands of likes, but that one little 1,000 makes me feel excited. Thank you to everybody who participated in the chat. And who watched live here on LinkedIn, one of my new favorite accounts, and on Twitter. It has been epic. So epic. Please let me know if there's something that you didn't see that you want to see. Please let me know if there's an account that you wish that this was on. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be on Twitch. I'll figure that out with Robot Fish Girl, but it has been epic being with you guys. Again, I do start the TikTok lives a little bit earlier than the live stream. And so I'll probably be closing out the TikTok lives a little bit later as well. So that's kind of a little bit more behind the scenes situation. So have it open on multiple accounts if you want. I'll also try to see if I can fix the lag on the Twitter Spaces, or maybe we just kind of drop Twitter Spaces in general since we're doing a live stream anyways. Thank you guys so much. This is where I would play some awesome freaking NFT music for you guys. And I just don't have that for you today. So get excited for tomorrow because you know what I'm going to have. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. What am I going to be doing after this? I'm going to be eating an everything bagel with cream cheese. I'm going to go outside. I see some sun. So I'm going to just make sure I at least am standing outside for a good 5 to 10 minutes at least just to see this. Soak it all in. I can't stay out for much longer than that because I have freckles and I will get more freckles, a lot more freckles if I'm out in the sun for too long. So I can only be out there for a little bit. I'll just be like a giant freckle by the end of it. So I will be outside with my SPF 50 after my everything bagel with cream cheese. And I will just be thinking about how grateful I am that I got to spend this time with you guys and reading about your guys' experience during this whole time as well. So I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope that it is nounish. I hope you go find a person. Since we did a person of the week highlight today, I expect that you go and you have your own person of the week. Okay, you pick a person of the week right now in your life and go tell them, you are my person of the week. This is what I'm doing it. Obtoshi told me to pick a person of the week and to let them know how much I appreciated them and wanted to highlight them and wanted to show gratitude to them. So go pick your person of the week and let me know in the comments too who you chose. So maybe it's someone I could choose later as well. Or if you have a suggestion for next week's person of the week, if you think that there's someone in this community that should be highlighted, you let me know as well. Again, I really want this to be as interactive as possible, and we'll continue to make that experience better for everybody. But I will be signing off here from the first ever live stream, the first Nouns on the Air live stream. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Not too early, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, and I hope you have an incredible rest of your day.